Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've all heard, but Flickr is coming out with an update this Saturday, which is super exciting. And if you don't know about this update, let me tell you about it. I'll be reading all of this from the official Flickr Discord server, which you should totally join. Now let's go over the update and what it holds together. So first of all, they are going to be adding voice chat servers. I don't know how I feel about this because it was bound to happen, right? I think voice chat servers are kind of a given, especially in a game like this. However, I can already hear all of the bickering. No one knows who's talking. Everyone's just, don't vote me, guys. And that's gonna be chaotic to say the least. It's already chaotic without voice chat, but what is Flickr without all the chaos? I don't know if I will personally be using the voice chat servers, but I think that it might be a good thing to add. It just might get a little crazy sometimes. Let me know what you think about the voice chat servers in the comments, though. Next, we have a revamped character editor. They are also adding a skin tone color wheel for those who own the skin tones pass, which I personally don't own it, but that sounds like a great addition. And in general, I'm someone who really likes editing my Flickr avatar and making Flickr avatars, so I think that this is also a great thing to add, and I can't wait to see what exactly it will look like. Next, we have a updated end screen. The screen at the end of a round will allow for chatting. Okay, so you'll be able to chat with people about like the actual outcome of the round instead of just going back in lobby and like trying to find the same people and being like, "Hey, that was crazy." It seems like it also will not force you back to the lobby, so you can like kind of stay in chat with people about the round longer is what it sounds like to me, which I think is a good addition. Chat will also be there during the queuing and loading phases of the game. There will also be a new summary of coins earned. So I wonder if this means more coins? I think that also sounds interesting and we should also check that out. And now we will definitely go over this a little bit later. I know this is what you've all been waiting for. The new evil role, the brand new role that will be in full servers. So we are going to actually go over this separately here in a minute, but just letting you know that we are going to be getting to it. Next, we have a new settings menu which allows you to enable or disable game passes that affect like your chances, which I think is nice, and that's actually one of the reasons like why I wasn't buying game passes before, so maybe I will now. But now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, the new evil role. Now, let me start off by giving my thoughts on this. The big thing for me is that I wish it was a neutral role. I think a lot of people had been wanting a new neutral role. I am not sure how I feel about them adding another evil role because I feel like the evils were doing just fine. But I do have to say that I wish it was a neutral role that could be swapped out with the clown. So anyway, let's go over it. It is called, if you didn't know, the Ambusher, which let me say is quite the name. As an ambusher, you will be able to watch a player each night. Let me just say, this is how I've been explaining it to everyone, and I call it the scout with murderous intent. So keep that in mind. That's basically what it is. You'll be able to watch a player each night. Sound familiar? If any good role uses their ability on your watched target, you will attack one of them at random. So, going over this, it seems like that this role is not effective against evil roles. It might be better if it was effective against all roles and the role itself, the ambusher, was just neutral, but again, that's just my thoughts. At least it won't be effective against any of its evil team members because that would just be that'd just be horrible. So any good team, you will attack one of them at random. So what that sounds like is that if more than one person uses an ability on the person that you bugged, basically.
I wonder if it'll be called bugging. I wonder if that's, or will it be called, they use the word watch. Like, you know, the little prompt where, like, for example, if you're Murd and then next to everyone's name is a button that says kill and you can push it. Like, I wonder what that will be. I wonder if that will just be bug them or watch them. I think it will be watch them, but we'll have to see. I'm curious about that.
And it seems like if more than one person uses an ability on your target, then the game just chooses one of them to attack. So if the medic healed someone and the spy spied on someone, one of them will die and it will be random. All players who use their ability on the watched player will see your name after the night ends. Okay, wait, this is interesting. And something that I didn't see before. So everyone affected will see who you are, basically. See, I'm wondering if this role is able to kill more than once, but if they get exposed anyway, then I don't think that they would be able to, because I think they just get voted out. This role adds another killing role to the evil team, so there will be 3 killing roles now, and 3 non-killing roles on the evil team. Just like all together, by the way, not in one round. As an ambusher, you would want to watch target players who are likely to be visited by only one role, so as to not reveal your name to a player who's still alive. Totally valid. If your name is only exposed to the person that you kill, and so then you're pretty safe. It's kind of a risky role, I think. Additionally, a savior could revive a player who was killed by an ambusher. This is good because that adds something to the savior. And a savior technically would be safe from the ambusher anyway. I don't think the savior was the best role, so I like that they're kind of adding more value to it. I think that's good. The ambusher can be witched, and a medic can block an ambusher's attacks. That's good. It's intended to be a permanent addition to the role list. We'll be monitoring player feedback and other statistics, such as win rates, to see how it impacts gameplay. If we decide it is not a good fit, we may remove it from the standard rule list later on. Looking at the ratio of likes to dislikes here, it looks like it's largely liked. However, I did encounter a lot of players in rounds that I played earlier who think that this role is, well, not the best. I think to have a real opinion on this, I'm going to need to play it, which I will on my stream on Saturday, and I'll probably make another video then, because these are just my first impressions, obviously. I think it's interesting. It's a lot to take in. I think the ambusher could be a game changer, certainly. I do have to say that I like that it's only in full servers, and I want to emphasize that. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what they said. I still don't think we really needed another evil role, but I think it could be nice because it seems like a risky role, which is fun and fun to play around with and fun to see how it goes. I love a good risky role, you know. My favorite being assassin. I think it's good for the evil team. I wish there was a way for the ambusher to find their team. I think that's a little bit difficult. And I'm just kind of interested to see how this role interacts with other roles such as the dark psychic. And see, the thing I'm wondering is I would be interested to see a scout and an ambusher in the same round, and I want to see how they interact. It would be really funny if the scout bugged the person that the ambusher attacked. I think that would be hilarious, and I want to see that happen. I think the ambusher is scary. I don't think that it's as scary as it seems, though, because let's be real, if you have played Spy slash Scout before, those guys never catch anyone. So I think it's very rare that the ambusher will as well. But if it does, I mean that's when stuff gets real. And I'm excited to play as the ambusher and I'm excited to see how it plays out and how it impacts the game. So let me know what you think in the comments about this role, and I'm really, really, really curious to hear what you have to say. I will probably make another video when this role actually comes out and we can see it in action, and I have to say I'm really excited for that, and I hope you are as well. Thank you to the Flickr developers for being so creative and making the experience enjoyable for us and giving us an update because that's amazing and exciting. See you then. Bye.